Alright, so I'm finally doing the second part to this two-piece. Let's just get into it. For this, you are going to need thread, needle, scissors, pins, safety pins, 1-inch elastic, and measuring tape. So at first I didn't actually remember how much the elastic was, like the measurement, so I had to measure that. It's 1 inch. I'm just gonna put that along the pants and go a little below 1 inch for seam allowance, and then fold that over, just like so. And then I'm gonna take my handy dandy iron and iron that down, just to make it a lot easier, a lot seamless, and I'm gonna do it on both sides. Next, I'm taking the elastic, measuring it alongside the fabric, and just using my white color pencil to draw a line. This is where I'm going to be sewing. And we're going to do that for both sides of the pants. And just pin it down, just to make sure that it doesn't go anywhere. Now, what I didn't realize was that it was going to be hard for me to sew with the pants inside out like this. So I ended up having to turn them inside out and doing that whole process over. But I didn't have to use the elastic because I could feel where the pins are. So I just take my color pencil and draw a line a little above the safety pins on both sides. So I did this like really late at night. I was kind of delirious and wanted to get it over with. So I already did one side, and I'm going to show you how I do the other side. So I'm going to take my thread, and I'm going to like double, triple, quadruple it, whatever I did. You'll see here. I just take a lot of thread, cut that off, and then I'm going to take the two ends and put that together to make like one long string. And then I'm gonna do that again, so basically doubling it, because when I just did it single, the thread just came straight out the pants, like it would not stay. So I'm gonna take my needle threader, I think this is called, stick it through the needle, stick the thread through the needle threader, then pull it out, and boom, the needle is threaded. We're going to tie off the ends, make sure it doesn't go anywhere, and then we're going to get to sewing. I forget what this stitch is called, I'm just going to input it here, but as you can see, I'm going a little further away from that seam so that I don't make the same mistake I did with the shirt. Just put a little space, and I'm going to start sewing. As you can see here, I go through and then I go backwards a little bit and then pull the needle up so that the thread is like, it's in between the needle. I know I'm explaining that weird, but if you could see, like, I go back, pull it up, and then pull it through, just like that. And this is like my favorite stitch. I did it for these pants. I did it for this red top that I made out of some pajama pants. It just makes sure that everything stays in place, and it's just really neat. I mean, if you follow the line. If not, it's going to look a little crooked, but you know, we're beginners, and I'm hand sewing. Like, I need a sewing machine desperately. So here you can either use the elastic or you can use the measuring tape, but I just use the elastic to measure my waist, which is about 25 inches, and I'm going to cut exactly where the top part meets. I should have made it a little tighter, but it's okay. So I'm just attaching my safety pin to one end of the elastic, and I'm going to use this to kind of shimmy the elastic through the hole. I made 2 different holes just so that I made sure nothing snagged, and if it did, I can get to it easy. But this was actually a lot easier than the shirt. So we're just gonna shimmy through using that safety pin to guide us, pulling it through, making sure that it's straight all the way. And you're going to pull the pants when you get further along, just so that you can pull the elastic a little more through it. See how it starts to get a little shorter? And then you're gonna pull it all the way out. Attach the 2 sides together, and you're just going to sew them. I used the exact same stitch I used to sew the pants, but then I kind of just freehanded it because you just want to make sure that they're together and that it's not going anywhere. So cut off the excess, pull the pants so that the elastic is hidden. Boom. And then you're just gonna sew it closed, going back to that same stitch that I used previously. I did that for both sides because I made 2 closures, 2 holes. Cut off the string, and then I cut off any excess thread that was on the inside because it was a mess in there. And after that, you're done. So yeah, repurposing for the win. I think it looks way better like this as a 2-piece with the material and the color rather than a jumpsuit. Let me know how you guys like this video, if it was helpful, if you tried it out, or if you just like what I did. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!